Some films don't scare you. They calmly explain that something terrible is going to happen, then dare you to sit there while it unfolds. The killing of a sacred deer is cold, clinical, and relentlessly uncomfortable, draining emotion from every interaction and replacing it with dread and inevitability. Nothing feels natural, every line lands wrong, and this isn't horror built on chaos or shock, it's horror built on control, consequence, and the creeping certainty that someone is about to pay for something they can't escape. But the question I'm left asking is, how disturbing is the killing of a sacred deer? Hey, welcome back to another episode of How Disturbing, the show where we try to find the greatest disturbing films of all time. I'm your host, Billy Bogues, and today we're looking at 2017 arthouse psychological horror, The Killing of a Sacred Deer. This is your content warning, viewer discretion is advised, it's also your spoiler warning. Let's go and watch The Killing of a Sacred Deer. The film opens up and we see Stephen Murphy talking to his anesthesiologist, Matthew, about buying a new watch.
I've had this one for years. It's as good as new.
What's the water resistance?
100 meters.
How long have you had it?
9 years. I'm a little bored of it, actually. I've been thinking of getting a new one for quite a while now.
Okay, this is what we'll do.
They've just finished up a long day of surgery. He then meets up with a teenage boy he has befriended named Martin.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Did you eat?
I just had some apple pie.
Do you mind if I go grab something to eat before we go? I'm starving.
Sure, no problem.
Later on, Stephen gives Martin his old watch.
It's very nice.
And then he goes home to have dinner with his family. How wholesome.
Dad, if Kim goes to the party, can I go with her?
I don't know, darling. Your mother and I will discuss it and we'll see.
Sometime later, Stephen and his wife, Anna, are at a prestigious work function.
The guy that made it told me what was in it. No, I can't remember now. But it is very refreshing. Would you like one?
No, thank you.
Stephen is offered a drink, but he declines as we learn that Stephen has in fact been sober for 3 years.
Hey, try it. It's really delicious. You can use a straw. I haven't touched it.
He hasn't had a drink in 3 years. High GGTs, elevated transaminases.
Well, good on you for not drinking.
We also learn this.
Our daughter started menstruating last week.
Great.
Yes. She was a little scared, but she's okay now.
Okay, well, it's time to go anyway.
Time to go, darling.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night, Matthew.
The following day, Stephen invites Martin over to meet his family.
I'd like you to come by my house one day to meet my wife and children. I think you'll get along great. What do you think?
Martin obliges and quickly makes friends with Stephen's children, Bob and Kim.
How old are you?
16?
Have you got hair under your arms yet?
Yes.
I just got my first period.
Do you mind if I light a cigarette?
Martin and Kim decide to take a stroll, and Kim sings for him.
When the lights started out, they don't know what they heard. Strike the match, play it loud, giving love to the world.
Martin is invited to stay the night, but he politely declines.
You're welcome to spend the night if you want. We can easily fit a mattress on the floor next to Bob's bed. You two can hang out in the morning, and I'll drop you home tomorrow afternoon.
Thank you very much, but I'd rather not.
That night, as Stephen and Anna are going to bed, Stephen gets a late night call from Martin, inviting him over to his house for dinner.
I thought I should return the favor, so I'd like to invite you to dinner at my house. My mom will be delighted to see you. She hasn't seen you in 2 years, not since the hospital.
The next night, after dinner at Martin's house, Martin and his mother ask Stephen to watch a movie.
I thought we could all watch a movie together, if you don't mind.
I'd like to watch a movie.
I'm sorry. I have to be getting home soon. I can't be out too late. I didn't tell my wife I'd be late tonight, and she might get worried.
He attempts to decline, but...
You have lovely hands.
Thank you.
At work the following morning, Stephen is shocked to discover Martin is in his office.
Good morning.
What are you doing here? Why aren't you in school?
My heart aches.
What do you mean?
I'm in pain. My chest, it hurts.
And it's here that we learn that Martin's father died while being operated on by Stephen.
I'm worried because it's hereditary.
You're too young to be worried.
That's what you said about my father. He should have come out of that surgery alive, but he died.
And a little while later, we learn that Stephen's daughter Kim and Martin have been seeing each other.
Martin, that boy who came over the other day, the son of your ex-patient, he brought me back from choir practice on his friend's motorcycle. He's really funny. I laughed so hard my ribs hurt.
One morning, while getting ready for the day, Stephen's son Bob awakens to find that he's paralysed and can't walk.
Bob, get up and get dressed and stop messing around.
Dad, my legs, they're numb. I can't move them. I can't stand up.
Bob is hospitalised, but nobody can figure out what's wrong with him.
Cardiogram, chest x-ray, all cleared. Has he been under any psychological stress lately? Exams at school, maybe?
Yes.
It's not stressed. He's fine.
One day when Stephen and Anna arrive to visit Bob, they are surprised to discover Martin is already there.
Good morning, doctor. How are you, Mrs. Murphy? I came by to see Bob. Kim told me what happened.
Hi, Martin. How nice of you.
Upon leaving, Martin requests a meeting with Stephen in the cafeteria.
What?
Cinnamon donuts.
Go to the cafeteria upstairs.
And it's here that things get really creepy. As we learned before, Martin's father died while being operated on by Stephen. And because of that, well, Stephen has to kill one of his own family members.
Yes, it's exactly what you think. Just like you killed a member of my family, now you gotta kill a member of your family to balance things out, understand? I can't tell you who to kill, of course, that's for you to decide, but if you don't do it, they will all get sick and die. Bob will die, Kim will die, your wife will die.
And if he doesn't, well, then they'll all die. How, you ask? First paralysis, then refusal of food, and lastly, eye bleeding before they die.
They will all get sick and die. 1, paralysis of the limbs. 2, refusal of food to the point of starvation. 3, bleeding from the eyes. 4, death. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't worry, you won't get sick. You just gotta stay calm, that's all.
And young Bob is already at stage 2. Refusing to accept Martin's warning, Stephen forces Bob to eat, but fails. And it's not long before Kim loses her ability to walk as well. Now they've got 2 kids in hospital, and well, Kim can't seem to eat either. Stephen comes clean to Anna about everything that's been happening, about seeing Martin, and Anna is skeptical about his story. She begins to wonder if it might be true that Stephen was indeed responsible for Martin's father's death.
Had you been drinking when you operated on his father?
Only a little. That had nothing to do with the outcome. A surgeon never kills a patient.
Anna goes to visit Martin and beg for mercy, but well, she's not going to get any.
I don't know if what is happening is fair, but it's the only thing I can think of as close to justice.
She then meets up with the anesthesiologist Matthew in an attempt to gather some information on Martin's father's surgery.
Anna, there have been so many patients over the years, so many operations. I don't remember him. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Matthew initially refuses.
Can you find me his file in the records and show it to me, please? I want to see his medical history and the cause of death.
I don't think that's possible. I'm sorry, Anna.
But Anna is able to persuade him with the old-fashioned handjob.
He'd had 2 drinks that morning before we went in to prepare. Luckily, no one else realized. I was the only one that knew. But back then, that wasn't exactly unusual. You know that.
With nothing else the hospital can do, the kids are sent home, and we see Anna hooking them up to feeding tubes. few mornings later, Stephen has a surprise for Anna in the basement.
You remember Martin, don't you? Anna, go upstairs and make him some of that lemonade he likes so much, would you?
She leaves, and after some back and forth with Martin, he bites a chunk out of Stephen.
Should I apologize? No.
He then bizarrely bites a chunk out of himself. What the fuck? And if it's possible to imagine, things still escalate from here.
Shut the door on her. Now, Martin, you'll know what it's like to die. What it's like when your head cracks open and your brains blow out.
Don't shoot him.
And then?
Shut up!
Shoot me? Then what? Answer!
I'll bury you in the yard!
Meanwhile, the kids have begun to process the fact that one of them is going to die. Upstairs, Kim tells Bob about her missing MP3 player.
Bob, something terrible happened yesterday. I lost the MP3 player that Martin gave me. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've lost 2 MP3 players in the last 10 days.
And she asks him for one small favour.
So I'd like to ask you a favour. Can I have your MP3 player when you're dead? Please, please, please.
We next find Stephen at the kids' school, and he's in a meeting with the principal to figure out which of his children is better and should live.
If you had to choose between them, which would you say is the best?
That's a difficult question. I'm not sure I can give you an answer.
And Anna, well, she's trying fruitlessly to appease Martin by kissing his disgusting feet. Stephen arrives home and is shocked to discover that Anna has let Martin go.
I let him go.
What are you talking about?
He's not downstairs. I let him go.
The following day, as predicted, Bob starts bleeding from the eyes. Stephen tends to his eyes, but knows deep down that his time has run out. He has to choose one of his family members to die, otherwise all of his family will die slowly. Downstairs, Stephen has bound and gagged his entire family. He places pillowcases on their head so that they won't have to see what's going to follow. Then he cocks his rifle and pulls a beanie over his face, effectively blinding him. Attempting to shoot randomly, Stephen spins round and round and... Okie dokie, let's try again. Swing and a miss. Third time's a charm. And you guessed it, young Bob is boop dead.
Boop. Dead.
Anyways, the film closes a week later as the now Bobless family runs into Martin at the same diner from the start of the film. Yeah, awkward. The end. The Killing of a Sacred Deer came out in 2017 and received an MA15+ rating in Australia. The first thing I noticed in this film was the almost complete lack of score. No emotional hand-holding, no ambient padding, and when music does show up, it's sharp, abrasive and pointed. It's like the audio rocks up to stab the scene, not just soothe it. The dialogue is stripped back to the bone, so much so that it feels closer to a stage play than a conventional film. The downside of this, however, is that it feels like no groundwork has been laid at all. You're dropped in cold and left scrambling to catch up. I really couldn't get past that original dialogue. It was just so brutally blunt and relentlessly awkward. Every character speaks like they're slightly out of sync with basic human interactions, like social cues were an optional extra nobody paid for. But considering this, none of any of that feels accidental. Every choice in the killing of a sacred deer is precise, deliberate, and unnervingly controlled. The long clinical shots and aggressive minimalism are off-putting in exactly the right way, giving the film an eerie, almost hypnotic charm. What's maddening though is that it never explains its own rules. Like, why do all these people have to die? Is it magic? Is it a curse? Is it some type of warped alternative reality? Is it a dream? The film just refuses to say. And that ambiguity almost lost me towards the end of the second act. It starts to feel like the film is daring you to care without giving you the tools. But just when I was ready to check out, that third act pulled me right back in, just like a hand job, and really screwed it down well. Alright, there's a spreadsheet behind me, so it's time to rate and rank A Killing of a Sacred Deer to see where it sits amongst its brethren of disturbing films. First of all, I'm going to give the movie a rating out of 100, just for how good it was as a film, and I'm going to award The Killing of a Sacred Deer a 61.2 out of 100. Next up, I'm going to go to all the most popular movie review sites and average together what you guys think of the movie, and when I do that, collectively, the audience thinks that The Killing of a Sacred Deer is worth a 70.4. Now I'm going to average together how good I thought the movie was with how good you thought the movie was, and it looks like we're agreeing on a combined film rating of 65.7. Next up, we're going to rank how disturbing it was on a scale out of 100, and I'm going to award The Killing of a Sacred Deer a 40.9. Yeah, it's just kind of middle ground for me. So lastly, we're going to get a ultimate disturbing rating by averaging together how good we thought the movie was with how disturbing we thought the movie was, and when we do that, we're left with an ultimate score of 53.3. Yeah, okay. Right, let's bring in the grand spreadsheet here. There we go. And with the ultimate score of 53.3, The Killing of a Sacred Deer has landed itself position number 34. Yeah, right, we thought it was slightly better than Infinity Pool, but had a slightly worse average than The Mule. Thanks for watching another episode of How Disturbing, guys. I'm the host, Billy Bogues. If you're not a jerk, go ahead and like and subscribe. I'm sure you're not a jerk. Let's not make this awkward. And lastly, if you have something that you'd like promoted or sold, get in touch with me, because I'd love to do that for free. That's right, free. And having said all that, I'm Billy Bogues, and I'm going to glitch out of here. Peace!